I mean, you are the most joyful guy I know. What do? Just fake it all the time or what?
No, dude, you can't fake it. You can fake it some of the time, but you can't fake it all the time.
Mm.
Gratitude, I think for me is the key
That's the
to
answer.
my joy. It is the answer. Gratitude is the key. I just put this together a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago now. Gratitude is the key to humility. Why? Because when you're grateful, you recognize it's not all coming from you. Because to be grateful by definition means you're grateful for something else that happens. And I am such a piece of dirt, such a worm, such a nothing. And I look at everything I have,
Hmm.
which may not be materially significant, but internally it's significant. My family, my wife, my children, my community, my friends, my very challenging and rewarding job. And I think there's no one richer in the world than me.
Mm.
Period. And it's all gratitude because I realize what I deserve versus what I have. And I have so much more than I deserve.
Mm.
And therefore gratitude, therefore joy.
Mm.
I wake up, I'm in the shower, blasting praise and worship music, dancing with my boys, wrestling around with my boys. And it's like, are you kidding me? I get to live this life. I get to live this. And like you were talking about the root, what is in the root is in the branches. Like gratitude begets gratitude. Once you exercise that muscle to see things in the eyes of gratitude, you start being able to see it a lot more. Like you've never seen a Ford F-150 before, and then you buy a Ford F-150, and all of a sudden you see them
So
everywhere.
true. So true.
It's like once you start to notice gratitude in your life, you start seeing it pop up all over the place.
Yep.
Joy begets joy. The more you experience joy, the more you experience joy.
Mm.
It's a wild phenom.
Yeah.
And I think for old people, I was thinking about the question when I was prepping for this episode about what do you have to say to older Christians that maybe I framed it a little shocking because in this game, you kind of got to be a little shocking. But my thought is sharing your faith creates excitement. The best way to learn is to teach. And if you try and share your faith in a youth group or even at the coffee shop, you're talking to your buddy, you guys talk about sports every week. You've been doing it for 50 years. Well, maybe share a little bit about your faith.
Mm.
Like, is it Paul? You know the scriptures better than me. Didn't Paul tell us to always be ready with our testimony?
That's in the Bible. I'm not sure if it's Paul or not.
Anyway, it's like, well, why do you believe? Is it
Yeah.
just because your parents brought you up that way? Which is not a bad reason.
Yeah.
But if that's it, well, challenge yourself. Ask yourself some good questions. Get into a little wrestling match with someone verbally about your faith.
Yeah.
Justify it. If you run into question, one of my favorite conversations back in the day was my buddy Vinny Delicata. Shout out Vinny.
The man.
And he's way smarter than me. So he had a lot of really good questions about Catholicism. And questions I couldn't answer. So I had to go home and look them up. And the beautiful thing about Catholicism is for 2,000 years, people have been asking these really, really hard and good questions. And so it makes me a stronger Christian being challenged about my Christianity and openly being vulnerable and saying, I don't know all the things. A lot of these things, I grew up this way. So a lot of this stuff is just innate in my heart, but I want to know it.
Yeah.
And I can't get to know it if I'm not challenged because I don't see it. I'm blind to it. A fish in water doesn't see the water. And so I'm blind to a lot of these truths. I think if you're looking to re-engage in your faith, try and share it with someone and see their pushback. And if there's some empty spots in your answers, that's not like, oh, the faith isn't real. It's like, oh, I got to go learn.
Yeah.
There is a good answer out there.
My favorite preacher is a Protestant, Cliff Connectley. Shout out to Cliff. My favorite thing he says, he goes, I do not know. Whenever like a college kid will ask him a hard question, he's like, I do not know. And the humility in that is beautiful. And now me reflecting on my answer is I hate to sound judgmental against people that can kind of get stale in the faith. Like I can. It's hard to do, brother. I mean, how many people around do you see on total fire? Like it's hard to do, but we got to try to do it, baby.
Dude.
With an attitude of gratitude.
Oh, put me under the spout where the glory comes out.